Hello and welcome back to Aquanox. Did I say you'd hear from me again? So, last time we completed a big battle in Neapolis, but we do got some more talking to do before we go anywhere else.
Asante-san, thank you again that I was allowed to fight with the Radiant Men.
You were quite charming, Princess. How about the two of us go a few rounds in a different kind of fight?
Good grief, Flint. If testosterone was absorbent, you could dry up the whole Pacific.
Well, I suppose we should thank God you weren't in a duel of wits. But still, you did give it your best, and you have my eternal thanks. You may also be interested to know that there have been some startling developments.
What the hell hasn't been startling? Hell, if you can top that last battle, you win a prize.
We have a new ally. They have the cold heart of a politician, the dark soul of an advertising executive, and they're as black as a miner's lungs. I'm speaking, of course, of the Bions. Ta-da!
Bunch of crap. What?
Take a look at the main screen. 3 days ago, the Bions made contact with us. It was a computer voice, no human modulation. Ghostly, monotonous. They recognized the enormous threat to Aqua from the old ones and offered us their help. As a concession, they wanted a ceasefire so they could operate without opposition on the expectant battlefield near Neapolis.
Well, I don't trust those brain-connected beasts at all. The government of Neapolis is crazy.
We've talked it over with El Topo, and he thinks we ought to at least give it a try. We're not in any position to reject an alliance, and if it proves to be a trap, we've still got you.
Well, you know what I think? I think we're making a disastrous mistake. Not a whoops mistake, like when you shoot the wrong guy, but the kind of mistake that could mean the end of Aqua.
Flint, that's not the only news. A few weeks ago, I had the chance to explore the caverns of the continental slope on my own. The analysis of the data I collected revealed what these monsters are and where they're coming from.
Plus 71,500 credits. Oh.
Professor Charlotte Gilmore was a fascinating woman. She had researched the continental slopes of the tornado zone in her explorer ship, Nunnet, and now presented us with the results. She showed us the entrance to a world of caves where a 500-year-old culture of technology and terror lurked. It was the world of the crawlers. The legends of the tornado zone spoke harshly about the crawlers. It was said they lived without light, using biological and chip implants, turning themselves into hideous patchwork fiends. They attacked stations, travelers, cargo ships, always leaving destruction in their wake, but no trace of victims on the battlefield. That gave credence to the legend that the crawlers were cannibals. Revolting and dangerous man-eaters wallowing in sediment. Gilmore had more guts than all of us put together. Alone, she'd explored the caves and tunnels of the crawler's world, pushing deep into the Earth's core. She showed us the way into that hell, and we could hear the screams of tortured victims reverberating with the grunts of their tormentors. When I saw the pictures, I had only one reaction. I wanted to see the crawlers dead, their colony of darkness and ruins, their grotesque forms spasming in a boiling and bloody sea. I wanted to look in the eye of their boss devil, Mad Sam Cahonen, and show him the darkest part of Deadeye Flint's soul. Gilmore's pictures became even eerier and more disturbing. It was like a dream filled with magic, fear, loneliness, and desperate need. I had never felt as abandoned as I felt there, deep in the Earth's mantle, surrounded by the most horrible blackness. Imprisoned, blind, deaf, and forgotten. From the remains we were looking at, the ancient civilization clearly had not lived underwater. Those caves had been dry as a bone right up until the South Pole melted. Gilmore claimed she was on the trail of a civilization that had ruled the surface 12,000 years ago. She believed they had retreated deeper and deeper into the crevices of the Earth, but she didn't know why. They took their energy from a mysterious source of inexhaustible power, she said, and they must have come into contact with powerful intraterrestrial beings. The Atlantides, as Gilmore called them, lived in worship of their monstrous gods, called Old Ones in the most ancient of the surviving manuscripts. But the gods they worshipped were devils, and their worship led to the rule of torment and fear. At some point, the Atlantides managed to lure their monstrous gods into the gigantic subterranean caves, turning them into prisons. The legendary city of Bathopolis was said to lie down there, at the edge of the deepest point on the planet. Gilmore, sweet and crazy Charlotte, said we would find the entrance to the inner Earth of the Atlantides there. This inner world was said to be a giant hollow sphere with its own sun, a fairy tale paradise even more beautiful than the surface world of old. Me, I had an absolute belief that the core of the Earth was full of fluid metals, its massive nickel-iron nucleus powering the good old dynamo we call the magnetic field.
Once again, our paths cross, and you move closer to your destiny. All of you, we're going to overrun you, like the breath of a demon, like black angels of fate. Your ridiculous houses, your pale tubes, your fragile bones. Everything will belong to us. Almost. Maybe I've already taken your mother, and now you have a little brother. What's that you say? Your mother will arise. Yes, we are the pure essence of Aqua, beyond tyrants, beyond army. We are our own destiny.
Do you write your own material?
The aim of our efforts is to introduce the development of a dark destiny. In the end, there will be free seamans with powerful minds and strong bodies, and they will never see Aqua as a prison again.
Corhonen, you're just another criminal headed for a judge.
You want to be my judge? Well, watch me spreading my arms over Neapolis. Apart from that, it's all just fun, isn't it? Oh, before I forget, my friend Commodore Sewell is waiting for you at Concordia Place. He's a rationalist, and he believes he can persuade you with reason.
Oh, okay.
Damn it! What we gonna do if the squids keep getting bigger and fatter?
Calm down. Your dopamine production is getting the better of you again. We need a strategy, and I can't think of anybody I'd rather consult than Gilmore. Her tactical suggestions during battle are well thought out, and she knows the squids better than anyone.
Oh, the hell with this! Is she gonna hold on to that Marax monster so we can beat the crap out of it? Word is, Sosa's listeners located a beast even meaner than that one. Heading directly for Neo-Dopolis.
Okay.
So, visiting the city of shining light and dark corruption again?
You know, I wouldn't bet on how much longer that light is going to be shining.
Why? Somebody forget to pay the bill?
They're coming. The squids are moving on Neapolis, the center of Aquarian civilization. They're being attracted by the wide variety of food, by energy signatures, and by a thirst for revenge.
It's not only the squids who want a vacation here. Have you heard about Mad Sam?
Yeah, he and Sewell are going to use the chaos to try to seize power.
Okay, and before that?
You're definitely not my new assistant. What do you want?
Lady, it sure took you long enough to figure that out. I'm Flint, and I'm talking to you because scientists from Machina always have important information at times like these.
What kind of information? You mean about the squids? All I've heard is something about a sonar dome. But I'm sure you know about that already.
What do you mean, a sonar dome? Come on, spill the sardines. Any scrap of information may just save what we like to think of as the civilized world.
I think you're a cynic. Anyway, If you want to keep the beasts from being able to locate anything, including you, take out their sonar organ. It's a dome-shaped feature on the front of their heads.
Okay.
From one madman to the next.
Don't compare me to Mad Sam Carhonen. His brain liquefied years ago.
Sure, your motives are all noble and pure. If you're the voice of reason, we'll all be heating our homes with coal next. Why shouldn't I just kill you right here and now?
Because of the men I have concealed here. Their microwave guns are focused on you at this moment. And your brain has already been warmed by 0.2 of a degree. If you try anything, you will be cooked alive.
Okay, then why don't you kill me and be done with it?
Because I need you to eliminate Carhonen. I have already recruited an excellent team of scientists from his ranks, so I have no further need of him. In contrast to his stupid theories of eternal night, I tend more toward the light and the surface. The only thing we really need is an efficient species of workers.
And you're the man to breed a race of slaves, huh?
Let's talk about you, Flint. You're a very efficient man. Join with me, and we'll step on the surface together. We will control the numerous satellites that still exist. And he who controls the skies controls the world.
You're insane, Sewell. Your ship against mine.
Mad Sam is attacking the main fusion power plant with his Tursas and crawlers. If they take it, they own our energy resources.
All right, I've had enough of this. Time to send the bad boys to hell.
Don't just charge in guns blazing, Flint. Be smart. And for God's sake, be careful. If you make it, meet me on Deep Draft 1. We've got problems there, too. Oh, I think you should talk to that nice girl, Lisa. She's waiting for you at Concordia Place.
Good lord.
Light, Lisa. Imagine that. Commander Forelli thinks you're a nice girl.
He's never seen me when I wake up in the morning.
Listen, kid, to be completely honest, I'm a little worried.
About Mad Sam and Sewell?
Yeah, them and the squids. I got a little discourse from Charlie Gilmore, and she said that 10,000 years ago the squids were treated as gods, but feared like devils.
Kind of like the way everybody treats you. Huh, Flint?
Lisa, I wasn't kidding about that dinner. I'd like to get to know you a little better.
Well, the first thing you should know is that I carry a needle gun with me for protection. Besides, what would Mom say?
DeGrange? Yeah, she loves you like her own daughter.
Exactly. She'd never let a brackish barracuda like you get near me. But that doesn't mean we can't sneak away sometime.
Why didn't I think of that? Lisa, I'm glad you're around.
Oh, well, there's a ton of death flags. Ooh, scalar howitzer. 16,000. Just takes 6 seconds to recharge it. That's it. I mean... yeah, I mean, we're just about... but it does so much more damage, and even EMP damage. Okay, well, this is about as good as it's gonna get. Next mission, Crocell. Mission objective, defend power plant. Important, solid and powerful torpedoes might be very useful. Thank you for reminding me. I don't think I really need to spare much money on torpedoes now.
Power plant management reports fluctuations at the fusion center. The gravitation chamber is overloaded. The hull could collapse.
Flint, see to it that the crawlers are driven away from the power plant. It must not fall into their hands. And see to the Tursas personally.
Yikes.
Power plant management requests help. The crawlers are trying to take over the gravitation control centers. The power plant management is sending an SOS. 2 out of 4 gravitation control centers have already been taken over by the crawlers.
Bad Sam tampered with the gravitation control center. Flint, if you save the ships away, I think I can undo the damage. But I need you to back me up. Attention! The power plant is leaking radiation.
Gilmore here. The squids are attracted by the radiation leak in the porous hull of the fusion chamber. I think they'll change course and head that way.
Must defend the power plant against the squids. Can't afford a power failure right now. Diablos would perish in the chaos. Some power plants that were taken out of service are being brought back online. So forget about the crawlers and let Prohorn go if you need to.
Well, that didn't take long.
Power plant management reports fluctuations at the fusion center. The gravitation chamber is overloaded. The hull could collapse.
Bad Sam tampered with the gravitation control center. Flint, if you save the ship's way, I think I can undo the damage. But I need you to back me up. Attention! The power plant is leaking radiation.
Follow the mark. Floating eminences first. They're the brains that think for the others. destroy them, you'll significantly weaken the rest of the shack's collective. That big one is Crocell, a mighty duke of the inner earth. Try to destroy the solar dome in front of his head. He won't be able to track you after that. And if you shoot the flashpots, he'll be more vulnerable to attack.
Target flash pickups!
Doesn't look good. I'm heavily damaged.
Target flash pickups!
And he's gone.
Uh-oh. I've just caught something from Mad Sam. He's encouraging his guys to start Operation Present. Looks like an attack on the fusion power plant.
Flint, I'll take her on it. You finish out that beast.
I need to wait for my shields to recharge, really. Good lord.
I'm getting into the rescue capsule and coming up with the gas bubbles. You aren't going to leave us already, are you? It's nothing personal, I assure you. I can simply hurt Flint the most by destroying his friends. Can you hear me, Flint? This is your moment of reckoning.
Flint! It doesn't look like we're going to get to have that dinner. At least Mom won't need to worry anymore.
Oh, Flint! Seems like I ruined your date. I'm so sorry about that, Mr. Deadeye. You regurgitated afterbirth of a mutated shark? I'm gonna kick your butt and spread your guts all over Biscayne!
Damn it, Flint. We've got to get this guy. Even if Harper doesn't want to hear it, I ordered him to keep the fish away from us. It is our job to send Soul to hell once and for all.
Holy crap! Need to heal, need to heal.
My ship has lived as my grandpa. We got to die.
Don't even think that's gonna reach him. Yep, nope. Seriously, I got two guys to worry about here. Boost! No. I need a heal, you darn thing. And it's coming back for more. Okay, we're good on health now.
To shoot that bottom snake to pieces. It will be delicious to deal with her in hell. You've won a short victory, Flint. You'll all die when the squids take you. They'll finish off your ridiculous species of submerged prisoners. See you then, in the eternal night.
Death was kinder to Sewell than he was to life. It happened too fast to qualify as punishment.
Need to wait it out here. Which is cheap, but hey, it works. We did it!
Flint, I'm really sorry about Lisa, but the bomb at the power plant still has priority. Forget Cohonen, or there isn't going to be anything to remember. All right, we'll take it. Good job.
"18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We actually may be able to... Looks like we're getting close to wrapping up. We've only got one more enemy, so we may be close to finishing it this part. Maybe. It depends on how much talking there is before this final battle.
I'm sorry about Lisa. I want you to know that we will take care of her family.
Who has family? Oh, I got to cool out. Sewell is dead, and I still hate that rat.
Your hatred will make it difficult for Lisa to go into the other world. let go.
We have to take care of ourselves now, Flint. Mad Sam was sighted in Neapolis. My men still think that he wants to sabotage the fusion power plant, in spite of everything. That monster won't give up.
There won't be any surrenders in this one, Forelli.
Plus 81,000 credits.
Hey, Deadeye! Thanks for turning Fool into settlement. He would have become too dangerous for me soon enough. Besides, having that guy around was a real pain in the butt.
Where are you? How about we settle this like men? Or don't you have it in you?
That little girl, that must have really hurt. You idiots tie yourself to other people. How degenerate your brains must be to produce such sick feelings of friendship.
You'll get a better understanding of how my brain works when I have you in front of my guns.
I'll turn your power plant into scrap long before you get the chance, Flint.
You look a little worried.
I am. We brought the Creole girl over because Sul and Mad Sam were threatening Atacama City. Now I'm fighting the Battle of Neapolis, and I'm ruined as the warlord of the Tornado Zone.
Stop whining. You got more respect now than you ever had. Sul stole Brainfire and caused this mess, and that's why we're all here. To save the honor of the Tornado Zone.
I guess it's not so bad when you look at it like that. How are you doing?
I've lost some friends. The Admiral, Lisa. Night in Aqua is getting darker.
A toast to Lisa. I'll bet our little pepper pot is making things hot for the devil himself right now.
To Lisa.
I've lost pals before. Back in Gibraltar. By kissing Leviathan's butt. Sometimes, I feel like drinking a toast to every last one of them. Then, I end up drunk for a fortnight.
So now what, Flint?
Who knows? Corhonen. I'll find him and kill him. His army is finished.
I want to be by your side, Nelson. I want to see his guts floating in the flood.
Yeah? Well, the hell with that. Is it going to bring in any credits? If you want to poison your own soul, go ahead. But I'll take money. Calms me down.
You know, if Sul had succeeded with his madness, he would have had control over a number of satellites. He could have destroyed all of Aqua.
Aqua. Find the plug and let it swirl down with the rest of the sewage.
Lockhead, what are we gonna do now?
Corhonen's threatening to destroy the fusion plant. I think I know an invitation to a duel when I hear one.
Well, that calls for another round. Just don't forget those damn squids. According to the old manuscripts, there's more than we've seen.
Big deal. Bring on the old ones. We'll turn them into jelly.
I'd rather have about 5 weeks vacation on the Mali Archipelago. Broads, drinks, and a few wonderful hours on the dreams.
How about you, Professor? What's your dream?
Athopolis, the deep city. Deep under the sediment. Deeper than we've ever gone. One day, I'm gonna solve the entire secret of those caverns off Atacama.
The Earth doesn't return what she's taken, Lady Prof. But I love you anyway. Guide me to my enemies. And Shaka, with you by my side, I'll fight into the jaws of hell without fear. To friendship.
To friendship.
No, that's it. Oh. Okay, so we need to get some more Big Bangs. And that's it. I mean, I've got everything else. Okay, are you guys ready? It sounds like it's the final mission. Next mission, Fornius. Mission objectives, cover evacuation of the habitats close to the power plant. Important, this is the last crawler contingent. The squids might have some more nasty surprises in store. So let's see if we can complete it this part. If not, I may have to delay to the next part since we're almost at 45 minutes already.
I was right, Flint. Corhonen is still hanging around at the power plant. The evacuation of the neighboring stations is going slowly, and we're getting getting reports of more squid attacks. There are still more coming.
There we go, just one more hit. Oh, that's the Creole girl. Okay, that's... Whew! We won that.
My master won't tolerate this. Flint's gonna shut Corhonen down.
I knew you were nothing but a dirty coward, Flint! I'll take your time. If you need support, it's all right by me. The grains, for example. I think you'll be more fun.
I was right, Flint. Corhonen is still hanging around at the power plant. The evacuation of the neighboring stations is going slowly, and we're getting reports of more squid attacks. There are still more coming.
Oh yeah, that's the Bions.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, we know.
What's up, Flint? You afraid of the dark? To hell with it, Flint! Do that macro brain in, and we'll take care of the rest of his rotten crew.
Commander Forelli, my master won't tolerate this. Flint's gonna shut Corhonen down.
Target destroyed!
I knew You were nothing but a dirty coward, Flint. I'll take your time. If you need support, it's all right by me. The grains, for example. I think she'll be more fun than Bonham.
Oh, now that's not
I
alien
hope you don't expect me
looking.
to warn him.
What a devil is that? I'm not dead yet, Flint. I'll be back.
Flint, I'm getting an image through your external camera. That's Fornius, one of the biggest, most fearsome beasts. If you want my professional advice, get the hell out of there.
I don't think we have much
I'm
choice.
receiving energy signatures from inside the monster. Looks like Mad Sam is tickling his ribs. He's trying to shoot his way out. Get some distance between you and Fornius, Flint. I don't know how fast that squid is, but he's madder than hell. Flint, let's pay our respects to the ancient god. We owe him a fight. Flint! First go for the sonar dome in the front. If that's knocked out, he might not be able to locate the power plant anymore. That could give us time to evacuate. Doesn't look good. I'm heavily tested.
I can't get to it. That seemed to do it.
Well done. We're ready over here. The evacuation of the fusion plant has commenced, and King is protecting the rescue transports. Almost all of the squids have arrived at the power station, so we could use some help making sure all the transports reach the evacuation point in time. Flint, we can't lose more than 2 transports, or the evacuation will be at risk. Protect the transports. Their strong energy signatures are going to be extremely attractive to the squids.
Remember the flash pods in the sonar domes. Blind the monsters and leave the defenses by targeting those points. Tap the head shacks first. That'll weaken the others enormously. Target destroyed. Target destroyed!
Target flashed, didn't I?
Target destroyed!
Target flashed, didn't I?
Target destroyed!
You're not gonna win a war of attrition, dude! He's back.
Our big pal seems to have spotted the power plant. I don't know how, but you need to shell that oversized catfish. Yeah! That one's headed for the bottom.
Gotta heal.
I'm really hurting here. That's not possible. That giant piece of crap is still alive. Looks like you won't be able to kill it with your weapons. There's only one chance, and that's blowing up the fusion power plant. Flint, 2 of the gravitation control devices are still working. Destroy them, and you'll see the first sunrise. Literally. Everybody open fire!
Wait, what do I need to do? Destroy gravity control centers. What are the gravity control centers? No, seriously, what are the gravity control centers? I'm going as fast as I can! Oh! 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a bit easier than I thought it was going to be.
The fusion plant in Neapolis was our last hope. After my wings and I fiddled around at the control centers of the gravity core, I took a moment to get my head together. At the central plant, the fusion reaction transforming heavy hydrogen into helium wasn't triggered by laser, but by a form of plasma or condensate derived from artificial black holes smaller in size than atomic nuclei. If we upset the balance between the fusion energy and gravity, there would be a supernova that would end our squid problems in one shot. The scientists of Machina Antarctica said that heat and gravity were essential for replicating the silicon molecules that formed parts of the squid's bodies. As a result, the monsters were always instinctively looking for energy centers to help replenish their cells. Everything went like clockwork. In a moment, the dark night of Aqua would become as bright as a sun. We knew of the sun only from physics lessons and films in school, and old tales told 1,000 times. But everyone talked of its power. None had ever seen it, but everyone talked of it. This sun was a star of hell and message from another world. I stared into it as the gravity kernel of the power plant imploded into a neutron ball and sank to the center of the Earth. The shockwave of the explosion rippled in every direction. Gilmore later told me that parts of the power plant left the ocean, the atmosphere, and the gravity of Earth, and were now in orbit like the mischievous satellite that had been activated by brainfire. The monstrous Fornius, the creature from within whose belly Mad Sam Cahonin had waged his hopeless fight for freedom, was dead. As the hours passed and the seas calmed, we took a look around. Everything was quiet, just as it was supposed to be. The deep ocean was silent. DeGrange, Pico, and Harper drove their bad memories away in Brewmeister's dive, while Shaka, Gilmore, and I kept watch on the scene of devastation. Everything around me was calm, but my emotions were still simmering over a low flame. Lisa's smiling face passed in my mind, Shaka's words still echoed in my ears, and Gilmore's eyes pierced my heart. Apparently, there wasn't enough room in hell for Mad Sam and his malicious host. Still more dead than alive, the power of the Fornius was easily enough to destroy us all. I ordered Shaka and Gilmore to get lost as we began to harass him, but I knew they wouldn't listen. Just when we were about to bite the sediment, all of our instruments died, as if to spite us. Then a shadow pressed out of the gloom, and I recognized it. A shadow I had often encountered before. EMP. It flashed across my mind like a razor. An electromagnetic pulse weapon had killed our instruments. I saw the Bion shadow melding into the body and soul of the mightiest of the Old Ones. Saw it absorbing his very being and power, assimilating the hatred in his 1,000-year-old murderous soul. I could see that the Bion ship in front of me was not a scrap heap. That meant that the Bions back at their stronghold, the Servian, hadn't been annihilated, and they were already regaining their strength. Charlotte Gilmore and Shaka became great friends and whispered together for days about me. Nothing could protect me from two women of their caliber. Whenever I saw them, they would glance at each other, then grin like schoolgirls. It was a curse I would just have to bear. We sat in the control center of Brainfire, the research vessel that had been the start of all our trouble. Somewhere in Neopolis, Ivan King and the crew of the Creole Girl celebrated being alive. Meanwhile, Brainfire made contact with the optical system of the Milstar satellite, and for the first time we could see the Earth, hovering in space as it had for billions of years. I felt strangely tense, seeing our prison from the outside, its liquid walls of unknown blue. It was beautiful. Weird. Something metallic caught my eye, and with a word, the camera zoomed in. Structures, and something recognizable in silvery gray. The camera moved in tighter, and I could make out small, flashing lines along the coast. What the hell was it? The satellite moved on to the south. Clouds still remained from the huge explosion 5 years ago, when the stronghold, the Servian, had been destroyed. Zoom in. The Servian. The Bions. The destruction of their stronghold 5 years ago had only been a small hitch in the system. They had built a massive reproduction plant on the continent, developing their own biotechnological civilization. And they had done it with phenomenal speed. Somewhere below, the Biont unit that had assimilated Fornius would arrive, and all the data and features, whether those of the squids or Mad Sam, would be adapted to the technogenetic code of a species that wanted to exterminate us from our own planet. The clouds closed in, impenetrable. Nobody said a word. Someone swallowed hard. Earth was a paradise, effortless, floating, full of light. A man could breathe clean air there and move free in the warm sun. One day, it would be ours again.
The end. Okay, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be a bit worse. Interesting game overall. Don't really have much to say. I mean, there's a lot that went on, and a lot of lore in that stuff, which might have been too compacted into one game, really. Because really, a lot of the game was taken up by the talking. I think that's going to be most of the gameplay besides the missions. So, yeah. Otherwise, there is a sequel, and there's a new game coming out in 2019. Special thanks to our partners for their cooperation. Okay, well, that's it. That's all she wrote. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I'm happy I played it. You shall hear from me in the next game.